Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here, coming at you with a unique video because it's only going to be audio, because this is coming out when I had the weekend where I knew I wouldn't be able to record. Already had another video scheduled to go out, but I wanted to talk about this quickly and pre-record this for the weekend. Enough preamble of stuff that doesn't matter, so enjoy pictures of MMPR and this random contemplative picture of me that I've been using when I do audio only. But anyway, I wanted to do a quick quote-unquote review of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition Episode 1, Day of the Dumpster, because it is life-changing. It recontextualizes MMPR as the best show of all time. I'm just kidding. There's really nothing special. But there's a couple things to note. Honestly, the only real differences are the logo. When you get to the end of the theme song, you got the new logo. That's it. And then it's HD 4K upres with AI or whatever. But I think Tom Cruise defeated that AI this weekend, so who knows if episode 2 will even come out. It's up-res. Some shots look better than others. Like, there was a couple times when I was skimming through it and watching it that I'm like, this doesn't look all that much better. But there are some other shots that are clearer. Nothing worth rewatching it for. You know, MMPR Season 1 is always the most painful on rewatch, so it's not like it's truly life-changing. You know, this is one of those series where it would be hard for it to feel like a life-changing up-res or anything like that. Be curious to see how this will go over with like the kids they're trying to gain interest with. You know, there are literally hundreds of better shows to watch than Power Rangers right now, and even back in the day. But I have seen parents say that their kids love to watch MMPR the most on Netflix. Don't think it's going to be life-changing, but I'll be curious to see what kind of numbers it does and if it does bolster the toy sales for kids. Probably the thing most worth noting, which is mainly the reason I was making this video, is they do have this Morphin Minute at the very end, where they talk about like lore, giving lore of like Zed and Rita's on and off fighting for hundreds of thousands of years or whatever, and say that it was decided with a coin toss that Rita would lose, which is just the dumbest. I guess reading the comments on Reddit, and I don't know if this is true, that lore, quote unquote, comes from the Paper Cuts comics, which, full disclosure, I never read, so I don't know. That is kind of an interesting little thing. I might check out the episodes just to get to this part, and if there's ever anything interesting they try to claim or anything, I'll do a video because I think that's kind of interesting. If I remember right, they did a much cooler version of this origin in the comics, but that would be for the comics universe, but that's kind of the main universe in my head anyway. Regardless, though, that is kind of an interesting tidbit that I'll keep an eye on. So yeah, not really worth your time unless you're just a huge MMPR fan, but like I said, I might do videos if they ever have any interesting lore. Like if next week's is a nothing burger, but then with Green with Evil, they have some cool lore they try to add, it'll just be kind of fun to monitor. The thing I'm looking forward to most is checking out the toys when they eventually hit shelves. But anyways, guys, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for all my videos. Awesome Rider, signing out.